What is up, guys? It's Melo here with Rush, and we are gonna profile my spellbooks. Probably this is like the 100th time I have profiled this deck, but I just really love the archetype and just what it does. And the problem with this deck is consistency, and I just found the most consistent build I could have ever come up with, and I'm really liking it. So I'm a profiler. Hope you guys enjoy it, and let me know if it did help. So we're gonna start basically with the basic stuff. The three magicians, that's no-brainer to search. Then the three justice, and I'm a big fan of temperance, and I still am. But I decided to do this because the consistency in this deck is too real. You most likely gonna have priestess in your hand by first turn or second turn. So this just opens so many plays for you to attack, and then put more damage, and then at the end add that priestess to your hand, and then set up for your next turn. And as you know, I'm a big fan of temperance, so I couldn't leave him out, or her out. Actually, it's a her, so I couldn't leave her out. But this actually works really good, because it's just like justice and then temperance, and then you can special for temperance and then just activate justice at the end. It's just really good. So that's it for the small monsters. And then the three priestess, I cut down the world, the defenders, the honest, because I realized the problem with it was because I ran too many monsters. So I decided to cut it down and just kept the main ones and the necessary ones. So cut down the world and all that, and I just put through priestess. That's my boss monster, and protect her at all costs. I rarely use extra deck with this deck anyways. Then we go with the spells. Basic three spellbook of secrets, no brainer. Three library. Actually, I ran two. If you see my old profiles from this deck, I only ran two, and I kept saying I wouldn't want to run it at three. But with this deck, you gonna want to have it at three first, because you're gonna banish a lot. So you can draw this mid game, and then you will be able to use it because you don't have enough spellbooks in your grave. And also you can even if you have it dead in your hand, you can use it for priestess effect, and so on, recycle it with eternity. So at three is really good. Then two masters, because you can copy any normal spell. So it's basically all the normal spells, I run them at two, and then you can copy them again. So it's basically having three copies of it. And then two towers, because towers is just amazing. The special summon, the extra draw and all that. So that's really good. Wisdom, because wisdom is just really good. Run it at not three because it's too cloggy, but two because you can search it out whenever you want, you can recycle it whenever you want, and basically activate it whenever you want most of the time. So that's really good. And then we go with the MVP Eternity, because I call this the MVP because you're gonna banish so much with this deck that you're just gonna find yourself going and searching for this card more than anything else. Well, like after the I don't know, first 4 turns or 3 turns, you're gonna want to have this card in your hand as many times as possible, and you can also copy it. So that's also good. One life, just to bring this priestess back if you want to put more damage and whatever. One power to get over strong monsters and whatever. It's really good, and it gives you an extra search. It's like basically it's like a mini judgment kind of. Then one Star Hall, because Star Hall adds attacks to them, and then you can search out if it gets destroyed and all the good stuff. I still think Star Hall is really good. Then the second MVP, Fate, because Fate does not target, and cards that can be targeted, you can banish them or do whatever you want to them, or so you get on rid of all those good cards. So that's it for the spell books. Now we go with the other spells. Two pots, because you don't special summon as much unless you're gonna special priestess, and if you have a like a justice or something, you can use this and get you like mini search and then summon justice, and you know, activate spellbook and get the effect. You know, it's just you don't really special summon here, so that's why pot is really good. But only a 2 because a 3, you know, it takes away space from other spellbooks. And then Book of Moon, because you know you can Book of Moon one of your opponent's monster. You can Book of Moon Blue Boy and get the effect. That's always good. And that's it for spells. Now we're gonna go with the traps, and we're gonna go with 3 Finish Chain. I prefer Finish Chain in this deck over Breakthrough because most of the time I would have, like, I don't know, like a Temperance or Justice that I want to keep in the field for that turn, and if I break through it, like, they still can attack and it will destroy my monster. But if I Finish Chain, it's just like there. So in that sense, it's good. And then here's the reason why it's so consistent. Reckless Greed. I choose Reckless Greed over, you know, what's it called, Obscure Goblin any day, because he doesn't give your opponent pluses and he gives you pluses. And the thing here is, because even if you don't, you know, you don't really care about skipping your draw phase, because you're gonna search through the tower anyways. And you search through tower, and even when you search through tower, if you you don't have a tower, you can have a secret, so you still search for whatever. So your draw phase is almost unnecessary in this deck. So that's just, it makes this deck so consistent. It's crazy. 1D Prison, it's supposed to be 2, but you know, I don't have the second one. But for that, you know, I added a torrential. Torrential doesn't target either, so that's good. But I wouldn't set this unless I have a Wisdom in my hand. So if I activate it, I can, you know, chain Wisdom to it, and then Compose, and then Bottomless. And that's it for the main deck. Now the side deck is not complete.
Put it in the middle.
But yeah, no, it's not complete. But this is, I'm still working on the side deck. But these are the ones that I'm sure that they should be here. And that will be Mind Crush. I'm gonna add another one of this. I have them actually in my Shadow, so I haven't taken them out. Soul Release for meme matches, or you know, whatever the meta nowadays is. They rely on graves so much. MSC for whatever, you know, for whatever they want. Like if you're playing Gravekeepers or something like that, and you want to use life. One Deep Fisher. The reason why Deep Fisher is so good here is because you don't have that many monsters going to grave, so it doesn't matter even if the monsters get banished, because like if you send Temperance to a grave, Temperance is already gonna like get its effects, so it doesn't matter. And then if you Injustice, she banishes herself, so it doesn't really matter. So that is always good. So that right now is my side deck, but that's not complete. You can guys work around it. My thing with side decks is more of a personal thing, so you guys, you know, can work on it. That's not complete. It's gonna be completed on later. For the extra deck, I have a number 17. You know, you can make this with Temperance and Justice, just in case you have them dead. If you already use your Priestess and whatever. Shining Now for Blue Boys. The same thing with this. Number 11, and I have a Draco Sack, but like I said, it's not right here right now. But you know, Draco Sack, and if I had a Draco Sack, this would be my extra deck, because you don't really need Exceeds for this deck, because Priestess is gonna do all your work and your spellbooks are gonna help her. So yeah, so that's my spellbook, guys. Hope you guys enjoy it. Tell me what you think about it, your thoughts, and what you think I should do with this deck. So thank you guys for watching. See you guys later. Bye.